Hi, everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Round Robin, where we spin the wheel, chase the chaos, and see where the conversation lands. I'm your host, Tracy Preston, along with Christine Mulligan and Nina Mulligan. Hey, ladies.
Hello. Howdy. Oh.
Tonight, we are taking a little journey through time. We are talking about things everyone once did that would seem completely bizarre today. Conveniences we cannot imagine living without, the future we were promised but never received, the decade we would visit if time travel were possible, and the things younger generations may never understand. By the end of the show, we may be feeling deeply nostalgic or deeply grateful that indoor plumbing, remote starters, and GPS exists. But before we get into tonight's fun, there is something important we want to acknowledge. Many of us across Michigan and other parts of the United States have recently seen hazy skies, unusual sunsets, and declining air quality caused by smoke traveling from wildfires burning across Canada. As of July 20th, hundreds of wildfires were burning across Canada, with many still considered out of control. Thousands of firefighters have been working to contain them, while smoke is spread across parts of the Midwest, Northeast, and Mid-Atlantic regions of the United States. It is easy for those of us hundreds of miles away to think mainly about the smoke, smell, or the inconvenience, but behind that smoke are communities facing evacuations, people worried about their homes, animals being displaced, and firefighters and emergency personnel working under incredibly dangerous conditions. Our thoughts are with everyone affected by these fires, and we are deeply grateful to the firefighters, first responders, volunteers, and community members helping one another through this. We also want to remind everyone that wildfire smoke can create health risks, particularly for children, older adults, pregnant individuals, and anyone with heart or respiratory conditions. So pay attention to local air quality alerts and take precautions when necessary. Tonight's episode is intended to give all of us a place to breathe, laugh, reminisce, and enjoy one another's company for a little while. So, ladies, are we ready to travel through time?
I guess so. I'm already on a journey. I pulled into Winetown about 2 hours ago, Trace.
I wish I was there with you on my magic carpet. All right, well, let's start with something that will probably make all three of us feel ancient. What is something people routinely did when we were younger that would seem completely bizarre or possibly dangerous to someone growing up today? For example, riding around in the back of a pickup truck.
Just riding around in a car, period, with no seatbelts, in the back seat of automobiles that used to be like mini limousines. Wow. The day your mom brings you home from the hospital, there's no car seat. It's just her lap and arms. So what does my dad do? Get in an accident, of course. And where do I go? Tumbling to the floor. Yeah, that's what's wrong with me, folks. Explains a lot of things. Yeah.
As a newborn?
Yeah. No joke. Well, no injury probably occurred because newborns' heads are pliable AF.
True. That's true. There's a lot of movement going on there. That's nuts. And yeah, I don't even think there were seatbelts in the front seats, let alone the back seats, right?
There weren't.
Nuts. And I definitely was someone who was in the back of a pickup truck with like a bunch of other kids and dogs.
Yep.
Driving down the highway, going out to the country. All right, well, what about drinking water out of a garden hose?
All the time, yeah.
I actually like the way it tastes.
Me too, refreshing.
Yeah, it's so cold. It tastes really good. In fact, I did that last summer. I'm like, I'm so hot. So I turned it on and drank right out of it. All right, what about calling someone's house and having absolutely no idea who might answer the phone?
Yeah, that's crazy. My parents just got rid of their landline, I think like 4 years ago now. So that was like the only number I could remember forever and ever and ever. So it no longer exists. And if I'm ever in trouble, I don't know who to call. I don't remember phone numbers anymore except my own, which is crazy.
Same.
We had to know everybody's phone number in our heads.
You had to punch it in or dial it in.
Yeah, especially if you had a pager.
Yeah.
You know? Like, yeah. Because then you had to do it on the go at a payphone.
That's right. I know, like, I don't even know Todd's number. I'm always like, I have to look in my address book. Yeah,
I don't know Christine's. I don't know it. I know she has two. One starts with 717 and the other is 407. What the rest of the numbers are?
I know. We're all 517. That's about all I can get.
In different area codes.
All right. And what about being told to go outside in the morning and don't come home until the streetlights come on?
Wow. Yeah. No, I didn't have that. Yeah, she grew up in Florida. I don't even think they had streetlights back then. No, but, my mom was like, you need to be home. Like, you can't. She always knew where I was. There was no me just, like, going off into the sunset. Yeah.
We did. We got on our bikes and we were gone until the lights came on. You better get your ass home.
We just had to be back on the block when the street lights came in. We didn't have to go in right away. Because that's when all the games started. But we all had to be on the block. Like, we had to be in front of our houses, you know, where when the parents came out onto the stoop, they could see you.
Right.
We were allowed to stay out past the lights came on.
But at least you were within eye shot, though, at least in your area. All right, what about this one? What about smoking sections in restaurants?
Oh, yeah, crazy. Yeah. Like, I think all it is like the partition and a piece of glass. Well, they used to have, like, smoking on airplanes, too. Yeah. And all the airplanes used to have little ashtrays in the armrests. And it was a long time after they stopped that. The ashtrays were still there. Yeah.
Yes.
They stopped the smoking, but kept the ashtrays for another good 10 years. Yeah.
That's right. I'm trying to think of how old I was. I think maybe I was 21. I had gone to Bermuda. We smoked on the plane.
Yeah, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And I can still remember the smell of it.
Mm-hmm.
The smell of the planes when you got on them. Because they were baked in smoke. Yeah. Cigarette smoke. And that was back in the day when they had all the chemicals in it.
Yeah.
My mom's trick was when we were in the restaurant, I'm going to go ahead and light up. That way they bring out the food, because that used to be her most annoying thing. That she would light up and then they would finally bring the food. Yeah. And she'd have to put it out.
Well, let's talk about that too. That's when airlines used to give you breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah. Oh.
Every time you flew, that you had food, a meal.
Yeah. Full meal. I used to have I've only gotten like a sandwich. I've never been on a plane ride where I get like some kind of full meal. It was just like a sandwich. All right. Can we complain about inflation for 1 second? Think about that. We used to pay pennies to fly. Plus they feed us and give us beverages and let us mac out. You know what I mean? And we used to pay a couple of bucks to fly somewhere.
Right.
Now you pay a couple of $100 and you're lucky if you get crackers and a soda.
That's right. Here's your little teeny bag of Cheez-Its.
I'm so tired of the stupid, like, monk flavored twist pretzel things from monk flavored? Yeah, it's like, it's got some weird name. It's like Hawaiian monk fruit, spicy jazz in my mouth. I don't know. Pretzel twist. I don't want it anymore. Okay? Right. No. I don't want that. I'm tired of it.
Well, you're not getting the Biscoff cookies?
No. Yeah, the Biscoff. I don't mind the Biscoff. That's only Delta. It's Delta. It's not only Delta. There's another airline. It might be Southwest. No, they give you those. No, sometimes, but sometimes they give you cinnamon and sugar on it, which is nasty. No, but sometimes they give you Biscoff. I'm telling you, because I probably fly Southwest most often. That must have been on one of your business class trips that I wasn't invited to. Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. All right, here's another one before we move on to a different subject. What about when you got in a car and you did a road trip, you actually had to read a map? I used to be good at map reading.
I kind of think that society is missing some things without being able to read maps.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even like the younger people in our generation and all the way down, none of them that I've ever met know how to use a damn map.
Right.
Like, I mean, honestly, if the apocalypse happens, who the fuck cares where you're going? It doesn't matter. You're driving and everything is apocalyptic. So it doesn't matter where you're going. Just get on the road and go.
No. That's when you're going to need to learn how to read a map and follow a map, because that's when you're going to need to go to places that may be better than where you're at. If you're traveling at
Just
all.
follow the signs on the road.
Stop it. Oh my God.
I know, every car you...
Follow the numbers.
But you think there's going to be signs. The houses are gone, but the signs,
No, just because it's apocalypse doesn't mean the whole world blows up. They
You don't know.
zombies.
You don't know.
They don't blow up. They just eat people.
Yeah, but
It's an infection.
you think all the ivy that covers the houses in the apocalypse, there's not going to
That's
be
many
ivy.
years after the zombies have already been snacking on people.
Yeah, but what examples are we giving here? They're all
Hold on.
Whatever.
Nina's comeback is, yeah, but the zombies have already been snacking on people for a while. Nom, 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 nom.
It doesn't take long for nature to take back over your
Exactly.
There's a house near us where the trees are both from the ground and the roof.
It is. Wait, no. It is not near us. It is on the other side of town. Far away.
It's not next door.
We do know.
Don't make it sound like I live in the jungle.
It's not in our neighborhood. It's not in our neighborhood, but it is on the way to karaoke. And it cracks me up every time because it's literally coming from the roof and the ground. And they intertwine.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's not yeah.
Wow, not good. Now, when we were young, the year 2026 sounded impossibly futuristic. How about just the year 2000?
Well, you remember how everybody went bonkers?
Y2K.
Y2K.
The world was gonna blow up.
And if I
Right.
heard like it's 1999 one more time.
I could listen to Prince all day every day.
Okay, yes. But
I get
back
what you're
then,
saying.
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. That whole year was like every other song.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. But wasn't that New Year's Eve like the one that you felt on edge a little bit? I know I did. Because I was like, is something really going to happen? Nothing
I
happened.
was like, please don't affect my bank account.
Right.
That was my biggest worry. So as long as that didn't happen, I was like, what else? Okay, well, we can just flip the dial and start it over again. You know? Like,
Right.
I didn't really understand other than like the banking crisis. I think that's what I was like holding my breath on because they were like, it's gonna reset and then everything will be gone, you know? Like everybody's money will be gone.
But then we'd all be on the same playing field. That wouldn't be a bad thing.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Now, what about, I mean, didn't you guys think by, looking back then, like in the 80s and the 90s, like thinking, okay, it's almost, 2030, we'd all have flying cars, robots, like personal robots, silver jumpsuits, and vacation homes on the moon?
I don't know if I believed all that, but I do remember all of that being talked about.
Mm-hmm.
I never really felt that way about 2020 or even 2000. I think I always kind of marked 2026. I did, 2025. I marked 2025 as being a really long time away, but that was because when I was a kid, all I wanted was kids. And I marked 2025, the year I turned 50, as like a pinnacle because I knew to myself that my kids would be grown by the time I was 50. Like, I don't really know why, but I always remember thinking about that.
Wow.
Interesting.
I never thought any of that.
Yeah.
I didn't think about the future at all. I didn't imagine the future. I was just like, I can't wait till when we have the Jetsons thing where, Rosie brings you these pills and you take them and it's like your breakfast and you don't have to think about cooking and it's exactly what you want and you can order it. Or Star Trek where they do a bloopity bloop, I want pudding, and then it goes and then pudding comes out,
Yeah.
Like, those were the things I was looking forward to. I was like, let's have that. Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah, I love the Jetsons.
I don't feel like I ever felt like we were going to have flying cars and things like that.
Yeah,
I was like, I felt like
But we
that's so
do-
unrealistic.
we do technically have flying cars already. We do technically have them. They have been invented and they do exist. The thing is that you still need a pilot's license to drive them.
Right?
So not that many people have pilot's license, and they're extraordinarily expensive, and they're not being mass produced yet. But leave it to some fucker to figure out how to mass produce them and how to make every Tom, Dick, and Harry learn how to drive it without a pilot's license. And they'll be here.
There are people driving
They
around.
already exist.
There are people driving around
Look at
right now without their hands on the wheel, and the car drives for them. So if it's going to be flying, then it's going to be probably
Autopilot.
the magnets and some kind of electromagnetic field, and it'll be more of a like this motion. Like, you won't really need to know how to fly. It will hover on its own, and then it'll just be like, riding a bike.
It's programmed.
It'll be like a riding a bike. Yeah, you just go like where you want to
Yeah,
go.
eventually.
It'll be like
I
a little
guess.
bubble and you like float around.
Bubble.
It's like a little bubble type. I don't know.
Well-
Yeah, no.
Why not? I feel like that would be a shape that would be safe in the sky. You just like bounce off each other like
Yeah.
hopes.
You know what?
Force
It's
field.
possible that we come up with a way to make glass super flexible and we just fly around in bubbles.
I would love a bubble.
Like Glinda the Good Witch.
No.
Who knows?
That's right.
Who knows?
I mean, I would want a little privacy. I would want people to be staring at me like that. But yeah,
You can.
pants or skirt or something.
You could frost the glasses.
Yeah, it
with
needs
that.
to be.
Yeah, those
Just-
auto frost glasses. They have that too already.
Yeah, well, just like the bathroom doors, they have those too. Like once you lock it or something, like
Yep,
the
exactly.
whole thing frosts out. So then you can have your privacy, Nina.
Yes.
You can get
Perfect.
you can get freaky in the car on the ride home.
Those that when you touch a button, it can get darker or lighter.
That's right. But
It's crazy.
I would want to choose a color.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want it just white.
What color would your bubble be?
My bubble would be my color would be iridescent black cherry.
Okay.
Okay.
What about yours? What would your color be?
Mine would be magenta.
Okay.
Goodness. I think I would do like a pearlescent kind of frosty with tints of green. Like the green would be the overall color, but it would be like a frosty, glittery green.
Like the green on ham.
Like, no.
You know, that's got that iridescent green shine to it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but no, it would be more like that green. They used to call it money car green. Like it was a car. I don't know if you guys know that, but I was a little bit into cars in my early 20s. So it was like a car color that a lot of people were painting their cars at that time. It was called money green, but it had like sparkles, like different size sparkles in it.
Ooh.
And it would like
That sounds fun.
change green as it passed you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was all one color green, but as it passed you, it looked
was
like
a
it.
million.
Yeah, it looked like it went through shades of green.
Oh, that's sweet.
But it was kind of like the green of dollar bills. You know, like that tone of green.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I
Yeah.
like it. Look at us with our colored bubbles.
No, it's not really. I mean, they used green for money because green is a place of green. The color green, like, is a place of curiosity. It's a place of health and wealth and stuff like that. That's why they made money green. Because
Ah,
of what green. I don't know. I'd have to look it up exactly because they tell you what green means, and right now I'm not remembering.
okay. Well, you know, according to Back to the Future Part 2, we were supposed to have hoverboards by the year 2015. That'll trip you out when you watch it now. Because we've already passed those years.
Yeah. I mean, they came out with a thing called the hoverboard, but it's really just a unicycle.
Right.
It's just like a unicycle without the seat.
Unicycle. Is that the thing that's over water?
No, the unicycle, the one wheel bicycle thingies that they started out with when they started making bikes.
Yes, I know it.
Okay, well, that's what the one-wheeled hoverboard is like.
Oh.
It's the unicycle without a seat.
I think that's what threw me off was the without the seat thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, nope.
Great.
Symbolism and psychology of green. Due to its prevalence in the natural world, green is highly visible to the human eye and is widely known to evoke feelings of tranquility, healing, and relaxation. The color is also commonly tied to, I don't know. See, I told you, I had to look it up because I was like, it's calming. It's like humanitarianism in a color.
I didn't know all that was tied to green. That's pretty cool.
Like baby blue is calming and relaxing, and yellow is bright and sunny, so you're happy.
Right.
You know, like all the colors make you feel things and make you think of things.
All the colors.
Supposedly, so they say.
There is a science behind color.
Yes, there is.
Mm-hmm. That could be another round robin show. Let me write that down. All right, well, let's talk about everyday conveniences we barely notice until they stop working. So what small modern convenience would we struggle to live without? And we cannot say our phone. That's too easy.
Yeah. Washing machine.
Dishwasher or clothes washer?
Clothes washer.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's a pain in the ass.
What about a garage? Yeah.
We gotta get it done quick.
That's right. Yeah, like no more of those days where you're scrubbing with the metal thing. And then remember, like our grandparents used to then have to wring it through. They had the wheels, like the rollers.
Like an industrial mop bucket. Used to do laundry in the mop bucket.
That's right. What about a garage door opener? That's a big fat bummer when that doesn't work.
I can live without it.
All right, what about a coffee maker?
Well, the thing is that we don't park our cars in the garage.
No, I know.
So it's not a hassle. We don't lift it that often. We would just go in the front door.
All right. What about a microwave?
Nah, I don't really like things microwaved. I make Nina make everything in the oven.
Nina, you got to make everything.
I make it in the oven because it just tastes better. But every once in a while, it's convenient to use the microwave, but I try not to use it as much as possible. But I do remember when we got our first one as a family, and that was like super exciting.
Yeah.
That thing was a monster.
Yeah.
Me and my brother blow up eggs in ours every chance we get.
Duncan Hines had come out with a microwavable cupcake.
Yeah.
Right.
The batter, and then they provided the little baking thing. It was made of that waxy paper with the film and shit on it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the cake, and then you put the icing on it. I just remember that being just the coolest thing ever,
That was fun.
Yeah.
Also makes me think of that little, what was it, that oven we all used to get as little girls? No bake oven? Easy bake oven. I used to love that damn thing, but I would always, I don't know about you guys, but it was you could not take out your little cakes without scraping them on the thing. And then you got cake all over the place.
No, I didn't have that problem.
Really?
No.
Maybe I baked mine too long.
No, I did have, it would spill over sometimes. Yeah, I guess that would happen. It would spill over to sometimes if you put, especially when you made your own recipes, because my mother didn't want to always buy me the packs all the time because I used them too quick.
Right.
So I learned how to make your own recipes to go in there.
Right.
Sometimes they would boil over, and that would be messy.
It was always a fucking mess, that easy bake oven.
It was always a mess.
Yeah. All right, well, what about this one? What about a television remote?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I don't want to use that shit.
I remember the days
of the clickety-clicky.
where you had to get up. I remember
You had to get up.
You had to get up and turn the fucking knob.
Yeah, you had to turn the knob on the cable box.
Brrr. How fast could you turn it?
Because once we got the cable box, then we were able to get a longer cord and bring it to the couch, and then the cable box sat
Wow.
next to the couch. But so the cable box was a blessing because at least you didn't have to get up every time.
Uh-huh.
But back in the day when you had to go change channel, you had to get up, turn the knob, click, 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 and then the knob, as the TV got older, the knob would like slip, and you'd have to like push it in and turn it.
And then you get to the point where you got to get your pliers
Yeah.
because the thing came off.
My father would have never allowed us to get to the plier thing, but yes, I've had friends that had pliers.
I have to say that must have been during my early formative years where I was not allowed to touch the TV.
Yeah.
I don't remember having to do
because
that.
you're a whole 5 years younger than me. You lived in a whole different freaking world.
But I will say that when I did get a TV in my room, and the first time that we got cable, I did have a little cable box set next to the TV, and there was no long cord, so no, I had to get up and change it on there, and I click, 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 like a dial.
Wait a minute, your old cable box had a dial on it or buttons?
Yeah. No, it had a dial.
Oh, I don't remember that.
No, I do actually remember my uncle, who lived in Florida, in Kissimmee at the time. When we came down to visit him, he did have that same, it had dials on it. It basically looked like what our older TVs used to look like with the 2 dials
Mm-hmm.
on the right side.
Yep.
Yeah.
This
It's
box
a cable
looked
box.
like 2 like it was sideways. Like the dials were next to each other, and then there was a slider thing in the middle of it. Yeah, I do remember that. We didn't have that in New York, though.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, I think that was just a Floridian thing. Just
Huh.
knucklehead. Didn't know how to do that push button thing. I don't know.
Like it's my fault.
No, it's a Florida.
I didn't ask the store to bring me here, but this is where I landed, okay?
I hear you.
This is where I was dropped off, man.
Shit.
All right, let's do a little time travel, right? Now, you may spend exactly 1 week in any decade in history. You'll be completely safe, and at the end of the week, you return home. What decade are you guys going to choose?
I'm going back to Victorian times. I'm going back to corsets and all of that delicious fabric.
Yes.
I'm stink. Yes.
I wouldn't be stinky. I would take a bath.
She would be a privileged young lady with lots of water.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I don't really know because I'd want to visit a couple of eras, like the Roaring 20s or the 50s, or I don't know, some kind of medieval time, just to see what it's like.
Yeah, I definitely would want to go into the 20s, the jazz clubs and the speakeasies and all the great fashion where everyone was so classy.
Yeah.
That's the era that I'd like to go to.
Yeah.
I'm not a...
But I say that, and I guess I can't really commit to any time era because every time era's was riddled with problems that I know if I'm still the same me, I would be dead within a day. I would be dead within a day because I would be like, what the? Are you kidding me?
This is so unsanitary.
You know what I'm saying? So like if I'm the me that I am with, what goes on in my head now, if I was put back in any of those times as a woman in those times with this mouth,
You could start a revolution in a week.
That's right.
I would be dead. They would string me up and kill me somewhere. Definitely. Because
She's a witch.
You're
Yeah,
right.
I would definitely be labeled a witch because I'd be one of those bitches like, excuse me, what?
Yeah.
I mean, let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. I think the other time frame I would like to go to would be the 50s. The diners, the drive-ins, the classic cars, the greased hair on the guys. I think the 50s would be fun.
The fun parts, yeah.
Yeah, just the fun parts. Because remember, we're only going to be there for a week.
Yeah.
Just
I'd
one
probably
week.
Yeah,
I'd go the 60s.
Oh, the 60s would be
I would go where all the naked people are running around at the music festivals.
You're like, we're naked.
Yeah, I feel like that's my time for sure. And didn't you have a premonition that I had died in the 70s or 60s?
I think I did.
Yeah, you told me
You
one
did?
time.
I think I did.
Yeah, one of my lives. Mm-hmm.
Oh, tell me
She's
more.
like, I don't know.
I don't really remember it,
We were
but I
at
do
Home
remember us
Goods,
talking
and I
about
was
it.
pointing out all these things, and she's like, oh, I just got a vision of you, and you're sitting in a room, and you picked out all those things, and you're sitting in there, but then you get murdered.
Oh, shit.
Well, you were doing stupid shit.
I was doing stuff, yeah. I murdered myself.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I murdered myself.
Well, she didn't murder herself. She put herself in the position where there was really nothing else that was going to happen but murder.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like
Lucid.
it.
Yeah, loose and free. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't like it.
Yeah, I know. I do remember having that vision. I was like, oh, damn. That's
Right.
great. And it like happened so fast. Anyway, enough of my kookiness. Let's go.
All right. Well, how about this one? Now it's time for us to sound exactly like the generations before us. Kids today will never understand the sound of dial-up internet.
Yep.
A busy,
Yeah.
Fax machines.
right? What about a busy signal?
Oh, that too.
I'll call party lines.
I think they still have those.
Oh, well, I mean, that would be a 3-way or 4-way call, right?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that the same thing?
Yeah. I think they'd be used to those.
Yeah, but on party lines, I remember very distinctly picking up the phone, and you hear a ton of people already talking on the phone, like you didn't even do anything.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The kids of today have a similar thing. They get on like those threads and Reddits and all that, like where they can talk to each other, or even the video game players. You like they can hear each other as long as they have a headset and a microphone, and they turn it on. Like all the people in the playing chat room, they even call them chat rooms. Like they can all hear each other and talk to each other.
Right. That's
So
true.
It's just they're looking at an avatar.
Right. Right.
Player. But it's not really them, it's the same kind of thing. They were
Right.
really used to that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, how about having to rewind a VHS tape before you returned it?
I was going to say rewinding a cassette tape, that sound that it makes.
Yeah. Or you'd get charged extra. You didn't rewind your VHS tape
Yeah.
at Blockbuster.
Yeah.
What else can you guys think of? How?
Be kind. Right. That's all I ever think of when anybody talks about Blockbuster. I just say, be kind, rewind.
That's right. Here's one. What about having to use an encyclopedia when you're doing your homework?
Yeah,
I don't miss that.
I had an encyclopedia that I got for Christmas. That's how lucky of a kid I was.
Just one book encyclopedia?
No, the whole freaking thing.
Got the whole series.
From A to Z, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
You made it sound like one book. I was going to be like, uh-oh, I found the problem. I'm sorry.
No,
Misheard.
I got the whole thing.
What about waiting for your photographs to be developed so you can see what you took pictures of?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we actually just found a roll of,
35 millimeter.
yeah.
No
We gotta
way.
Gotta go take it somewhere.
Yeah.
See
gotta-
if we can
Where
see
the
what it is.
Where the
what
hell
it
do you
is.
even take it anymore?
Yeah. I have no idea. I think Walgreens or CVS.
Yeah, I think you can take it to Walgreens.
Yeah.
And they develop film. Interesting.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I couldn't even tell you the last time I did that.
But I can tell you that just the thought of that makes my skin crawl because you have no idea what's on that. And when they print them, they get to see them.
They get
So-
to see all of them, all of the
It's
nasties.
Such a vulnerable place to be nowadays. Like, we didn't give it much thought back then. We were like, what else?
Yeah.
I guess we just had faith in people that they wouldn't look at stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of delusion we had in the past because I don't ever remember feeling the dread and the thinking it through before going to get film developed. I've been holding on to this film for a couple of weeks now. I don't know how I feel about it.
Are you nervous?
Yes!
Well, I mean, what would you have been taking pictures of that you would be?
Who?
Nobody knows.
with a regular camera, you're just taking push shots.
We didn't have anything but regular cameras. So what the hell would we have thought differently of?
I don't know.
We were dumb back then. There were some things that we were just dumb on.
Maybe
We
it's
were just, like, current people now are dumb for recording everything that they do when they're doing stupid shit.
Mhm.
Like, I don't understand it. But then again, I'm the same idiot. Like, here I am talking on a podcast. I could say anything in 10 years from now and be like, oh my God, what the hell was I thinking? You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of crazy.
right.
But for some reason, when it comes to 35 millimeter film, that's the thought process that goes through my head. Like, Lord knows what's on here. Who knows when this was taken? I mean, maybe it's a horrible thing, like, I don't know, naked pictures. Or maybe it's a horrible thing, like it's just a picture of me when I was 9 months pregnant. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what the? I don't want people to see that.
Well, and maybe you didn't even take the pictures. Could have been someone else.
Exactly.
Nobody knows.
My parents having a sexy photo shoot. How disturbing would that be?
Traumatizing.
Traumatized.
God, and I can't remember the last time I had photos developed.
I know.
I literally cannot recall what year.
Oh.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. When was the last time you dropped a dime in a payphone?
We were actually just talking about that not too long ago. I was reminiscing on a patient memory that I'll have forever. And one of my thoughts was I was going to anonymously call from a payphone somewhere to rat somebody out. And I didn't. I never did. But that was my best idea. And that happened like 17 or 18 years ago. And the question was, were there any payphones 17 or 18 years ago? I have no idea. But I remember that being one of my thoughts.
Yeah.
We must have still had a couple.
I mean,
floating
you might have
around.
been able to find some at a 7-Eleven, like in the middle of nowhere, or maybe the airport, you know?
I cannot recall the last time
Or
I've seen one.
at rest area. They have payphones at rest areas, though.
I don't know. I haven't seen one. I know, like in the town where I grew up in, Charlotte, like there was it's not a record store anymore, but when I was growing up, there was a record store right on the corner, and then there were 3 phone booths right together, ding, ding, ding. And I remember being in junior high school, going to the payphones.
Yeah, all the time. I remember them having payphones up until my late 20s.
Yeah.
And then I remember noticing when they started taking them away from places where they always were. Like they used to have them in front of the delis, they used to have them near the bus stop, they used to have them at the train station, and they started taking them out. And I remember
I feel like once the Razor came out, like that's when cell phones became super portable and easy. And that's when phone carriers started doing like the unlimited weekend.
Yeah.
And like the whole minutes thing started to become more affordable. And I think that's really where it changed the payphone era.
I couldn't really give you a timeline without looking it up, like when any of that happened, because it's like all a blur.
All right, so one of you guys are going to have to look that up.
Okay.
Let's take a guess. So, Christine, you think the 90s?
I think, well, I still think that there are payphones now, but when did they start removing payphones?
Yeah.
Is what I would like to know. Public payphone removals began in the late 1990s and early 2000s as cell phones became widely adopted. After peaking at roughly 2.6 million in the U.S. in 1995, widespread dismantling occurred through the 2010s. By May 2022, the last standalone public payphone were removed from cities like New York.
Huh.
So it took 4 decades. 4 decades for them to remove all the payphones in the United States.
You said there were 2.5 million?
2.6 million in the U.S. in 1995.
Wow. What do they do with all the payphones? Just trash them?
Yeah. Or,
Give them to Hollywood.
Hopefully some of them were repurposed,
Right.
I mean, I've seen artwork with them. I've seen like some of them redone into like retrofitted decoration and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not a lot, but I've seen some. So if I've seen some, then maybe there's a whole
Hollywood somewhere full of payphones.
probably.
I'd like one like they have in London.
And that tracks, because in 2025 I was 50, so in 2085 I was 25, so my late 20s.
Yeah.
That's about what I said.
Yeah.
Now look at me.
Look at you.
Point.
Yeah. And I said, yeah, that was when the Motorola came out, the Razor.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's when everybody really, because before that was the Nokia, and it was like the brick phone. It was like this big. And that was when I first got married. So that was like 99.
I remember, you just reminded me when you said Motorola. One of my first cell phones, when you used to turn it on, it would say, Moto.
You're like, oh, I'm
Do you
fancy.
remember? Turn on a Motorola phone, it would say, Moto.
Yes, I do remember.
Moto. Just like the commercials. That's how they used to end their commercials, I think.
That's right.
Moto.
And when I lived in Lake Worth, Florida, like Motorola, that was huge down there. And then I remember when that all went to the wayside. Remember Motorola packed it up?
Yep.
That ended. I totally forgot about Motorola.
Moto.
Moto. You took me back.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, BlackBerry.
That was like a hot
minute. It was like you were a professional.
Yes. If you had a BlackBerry, you were the shit.
And I was like, these fucking things are so shitty.
I hated it. Because it had like a little keyboard that was all bubbly, like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, this sucks. I didn't like it.
And it had the little pen to tap it with and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Yeah.
And so many times. Pop out and traject out of there.
Catch that pen.
I know. Stupid.
Yeah. Well, that's all I've got for you guys. What do you say we get into our Woman of the Week?
Go for it.
All right. Tonight's Woman of the Week fits perfectly with our conversations about invention, convenience, and looking at ordinary frustration, and decided there must be a better way. Well, her name was Josephine Cochrane, and she created the first practical, commercially successful dishwashing machine. Josephine was born in Ohio in 1839 and later lived in Shelbyville, Illinois. She and her husband frequently entertained guests, and she owned valuable china that she reportedly wanted handled carefully. When dishes were chipped during hand washing, Josephine eventually decided that if no one else was going to invent a machine capable of washing them safely, she'd do it herself. Unlike earlier dishwashing concepts, her design used pressurized water rather than scrubbers. Dishes were secured inside wire compartments while water cleaned them without requiring someone to scrub each individual plate. Josephine received a patent for her dishwashing machine in December of 1886. She then did something that makes her story even more remarkable. She did not simply invent the machine. She manufactured it, marketed it, sold it, demonstrated it, and personally helped oversee installations. At a time when women faced significant barriers in business and engineering, Josephine walked into hotels and restaurants and convinced business owners that her machine could save labor while protecting expensive dishes. Her invention was displayed in the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, where it gained greater attention. Her company eventually became associated with the business that developed into KitchenAid, helping establish the foundation for the modern household dishwasher. And what I love most about Josephine Cochrane's story is that she did not wait for someone else to solve the problem. She looked at an ordinary household frustration and said, there has got to be a better way. Then she created it. Her invention did more than protect fine china. It helped change how domestic labor was performed and became a convenience millions of people now take for granted. Josephine Cochrane died in 1913, but her legacy lives inside kitchens around the world. She was posthumously inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame in 2006. So tonight we celebrate Joseph Cochrane, inventor, manufacturer, businesswoman, problem solver, and the woman we all have to thank every time we close the dishwasher door instead of standing over a sink full of dirty plates. And that is why Josephine Cochrane is our Woman of the Week. Yay!
Yay!
All right, so now it's time that we are going to get into our round robin recommendations. So as a reminder, we grade our shows on our round robin spin scale. 1 spin, only if you're bored. 2 spins, background noise. 3 spins, solid watch. 4, highly recommend. And 5, drop everything and spin immediately. Ladies?
We're going to have to say Heartstopper because we've been watching it relentlessly, I feel like, for like a week.
Yeah.
It is on
Netflix.
and it is a series.
But there's also, I think, a couple of
There's also a movie, a couple of movies associated with it, and it's all based on books. What do they call those? Animated what?
Oh, shoot.
What was it called again?
The animated, the comics.
The
ones without words.
Yeah. Graphic novel. There we go. It's all based on a graphic novel, Heartstopper. For anyone that likes to watch queer stuff, it's definitely a 5. But for the average bear, I would say probably a 3.5.
Yeah.
Because it's great storyline and everything. But if you're not into anything queer, anything LGBTQ, it's just going to annoy you and you're not going to like it at all. So, it depends on who I'm recommending it to, what my recommendation score is.
Right.
If that makes sense.
If nothing else, it's also a coming-of-age story.
It is a coming-of-age story.
In the sense of nostalgia and the feelings that goes along with finding first loves and friendships and heartbreaks and, friends fighting. Like, it's just the atmosphere of really just growing up in high school and figuring out who you are. So there is that as well.
Yeah.
Which is good because high school is definitely a turning point.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying a 3.5 to a 3 and a 3.5, because it's also, around the high school years. So for adults that aren't into the queer stuff, it's not going to make any sense to you at all.
Gotcha. So Heartstopper on Netflix.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, my recommendation this week comes from my daughter Lauren and her fiance Mitch, because clearly they do listen to the show, because Mitch said to me that he loved 11/22/63, and I'm like, dude, you're listening to the show. So he came back with this one, and the one they recommended to us, it's new on Netflix. It's a limited series, and it is called I Will Find You. Now, this is based on the best-selling novel by mystery and thriller author Harlan Coben. I've never heard this guy's name before. If it's a guy, I don't know. Maybe it's female. But anyway, it is an 8-episode crime thriller starring Sam Worthington. Now, Sam Worthington, it was the lead character in Avatar, if you guys saw the movie Avatar. 5 years after being convicted of murdering his own son, David Burrows, which is who Sam Worthington plays, he is serving a life sentence and has nearly surrendered to the darkness surrounding him. Then his ex-sister-in-law comes to visit him. She never believed he killed his son in the first place. Anyway, she brings a photo to him and shows him this photo. Now, him and his wife, their son, had a very particular birthmark on his cheek, like very particular. And so it was just a random photo that ended up on some website that she was looking at for some like business outing or something. Like someone was taking a picture of these girls, but in the background you could see like a man's hand outstretched holding onto this little boy's hand. And he was like, oh my God. So basically from there, he's like, I'm breaking out of prison. And I'm telling you right now, this series is so intense, and it's so good because you can't figure out, like, there's a plot here. Like, what happened in this whole mystery, why someone wanted to take their little boy and frame it to make it look like he murdered his son. Because the thing is this guy, David, would have serious sleepwalking episodes where he would do things in his sleep and not realize what he was doing. But I can't say anymore. And they're trying to figure out who plotted this and planned it and did what they did. It's crazy. It's a crazy conspiracy. This Harlan Coben, I'd actually like to get some of his books because books are way better than any show or series. And this series is pretty mind-blowing. So thank you, Lauren and Mitch, for your recommendation, which is now my recommendation.
Very cool.
Yep, that's on Netflix, and I'm giving it a 5. I'm almost through it. Todd and I, we've got like maybe 2 more episodes to go, and it's bonkers. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. All right, so if everybody enjoyed listening to our podcast tonight, please follow us wherever you're listening to your podcast. It is the easiest way to help support the show and helps more people discover all 3 shows that we offer. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Christine's going to tell you what to do.
Smash them buttons, like and subscribe. Give us all the stars you can on whatever you're listening to us on. Or YouTube. However you get us, give us all the likes, like and subscribe. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.